Hey everybody, it's me, Walter Frasier. I'm here in my production office. Green screen in the background there, and my big editing computer here. So it's a very special day. It's been an interesting weekend. It is January 10th, 2011, Monday, and I've had a pretty rough weekend. And I'm coming out here. This is the first of, I hope, many video blogs on this subject. I hit rock bottom this weekend. Rock bottom. I was crying. I was in a bad place. Let me put it that way. I don't want to go into too many details because I want to make this all about picking myself up and inspiring, hopefully, others to do the same, and inspiring myself every time I watch this from here on out. I weighed myself Saturday morning, just 2 days ago, and I was 360 pounds. 2.5 years ago, I went on Weight Watchers and I lost 55 pounds. I started just under this. I ended up at 297. So I've gained all that weight back in the last 2.5 years. In fact, I've been hovering around 250 now for about 6 months, getting more and more upset, borderline, maybe all the way depressed about it. And now I finally decided to do something about it. I can't take all the credit. A lot of nagging from my wife, which seemed like nagging up until today. Today it seemed like really good, positive, kick in the butt that I've needed. And I think for the first time in my life, I took that as inspiration to go do something rather than just get angry about it. And I apologize to anyone who I've ever snapped at. If anybody out there is a smoker, drinker, drug addict, or any other kind of addict, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about because you hate being preached to. You hate being preached to. Hate it when people say, hey, you shouldn't eat that, or hey, have you lost weight? Hey, oh, wow, I think you put on some pounds. I'm always surprised when people say that because only a few people will, and it's never meant to be a negative thing. They're just like, hey, observing, blah, blah, thanks, Schmuck, for telling me, blah, 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 like I didn't know. But seriously, I am turning over a new leaf. Guess what? This morning I got up, 9 o'clock in the morning, 9:30 in the morning, I was at the gym. Re-registered. I had let my membership pass. A year ago, I had a similar emotion. I went twice, paid for 6 months at the gym, and never used it again. But I only went twice. So I re-registered, and Larice, my wife, joined me. So we're going to go together. I went, worked out, lifted some weights, had a all-fruit smoothie, and a little bit of coffee, and that's about it for breakfast. I had IHOP for lunch. Now, before you judge, IHOP, and this is a hot tip for anybody who's dieting that likes diner breakfast, IHOP has a new diet menu. It was less than 500 calories, and I had French toast, eggs, turkey bacon, egg substitute, of course, a bowl of fruit, coffee, you name it, under 500 calories. I might have flipped a little bit over because I put a little, just a regular syrup, because I think the sugar-free syrup absolutely sucks, and I would not have enjoyed it, so I figured if I don't enjoy it, I'm not going to well, if I don't enjoy it, I'm going to go eat something else afterwards. I'll probably go get a candy bar or something like that. So I had a little bit of syrup, but just a little bit of butter pecan syrup, a little bit of strawberry syrup, just to mix it up a little bit, but mostly fruit on top of the French toast. I was just, I think just one, I guess 2 pieces of French toast, but it's wheat toast, 0 fat, 0 cholesterol, egg substitute, and turkey bacon. So just amazing, amazing breakfast. And then for dinner, I made a porterhouse steak, and I gave half of it to my wife, and I just ate fruit and wheat toast with it. And I'm a pretty good cook, so I made it taste good. It was a really good porterhouse steak, and believe it or not, from Walmart, of all places. Who knew you can get a good steak from Walmart? It was really good food. So I ate well. I did not deprive myself, but I ate relatively healthy, high protein, high fiber, no white starches, no white rice, no white bread, no white pasta, all whole wheat carbs, high fiber, whole grains, high protein, relatively low fat. I mean, the most fat I had was the steak and a little bit of olive oil to cook it in, and a little bit of, I think, country crock, just a little bit to give a tiny bit of flavor, but mostly hot sauce and a little bit of seasoning salt. And I'm off to a good start. Tomorrow morning, I am back at the gym at 9 in the morning for my first session, get this, with a personal trainer. I'm going to be there. I'm going to do this. It got me there once. I'm going to do it again. This time I'm going to go all the way. There's nothing to stop me. So help me out there. Hey, listen, if you're watching this, comment, rate, subscribe, come back. I'm going to do at least one a week, maybe 2 or 3 of these a week. Tell you what I'm doing. Hopefully I have some tips. And if you got any tips for me, don't preach. Give me solid tips I can use. Good recipes. Share them up here. And I tell you, if you're going to make a good porterhouse steak, I bought a porterhouse steak. It was just over 1 pound. I gave my wife the filet mignon side. I ate the New York strip side. Just put it right in the pan with a little bit of olive oil, covered it up so I could bake through a little bit, and it was great. Just put on with some wheat toast, really good whole grain wheat toast, light style Arnold or Pepperidge Farm, one of the two, like 45 calories a slice. Had 4 slices, but all high fiber and filling up on carbs, and I had some fruit on the side, but I was full. I only ate a little bit of fruit, so I'm not overdoing on the fruit. I'm not pigging out on anything. If I pig on anything, it's going to be whole wheat bread. That's 45 calories a slice, or skim milk with cereal. That's whole grain. You know, I stocked up the fridge today with foods that are like fruit and high fiber grains and proteins and relatively low fat proteins, but I'm not trying to go all out and kill myself either. I mean, you know, deprive myself, because that never works, because the next day you just do it. But I am in this to win this. I need your help. You know, don't preach, give me the support. Don't judge, support. And do the same. If you have any friends that need to lose weight, have smoking, drug addictions, if you're lucky, sex addictions, but, you know, I wish that was my problem. But my problem is food, and I'm going to cut out most of the alcohol. I have a New Year's resolution: no more appetizers at restaurants. That way, if I want to have a dessert once in a while, I can treat myself. But we're going to do this. If you're looking at this face right now, I look like Babe Ruth with a swollen face. And I want to get back down to where I was at least 2 years ago, at least lose 50 pounds as soon as possible, and then slow it down and over term get down to about 200 pounds 2 years from now. And I can't do it overnight. If I do, I'm going to gain it right back like I always do. I have to do it slowly and just keep going to the gym. And again, help me out. So, hey guys, Happy New Year. Help me out. And again, leave me your comment, video or statements. And if you have recipes, or if you have comments, if you have a favorite exercise. Today I did 20 minutes on the treadmill, did a full mile, got my heartbeat up for 120 miles an hour, or beats per minute, that's woo, 120 beats per minute for about 15 out of those 20 minutes. So really good cardio, I think you call it. I know very little about this stuff. I fake it well, and I probably could almost write a book about it, but not really know what I'm talking about. And then I did about 20 minutes of weights, 12 pounders, and a whole bunch of reps of 10 to 15, and all kinds of different directions. And I remember I worked with personal trainers before, so I'm doing all that, and I'll see what happens tomorrow morning. So, hey, if you're at the Edge or Englewood, Bally's tomorrow, look me up and say, hey, I saw your video, and good luck, and I'll do the same. Hopefully we can maybe work out, be partners out there. Hey, then, team, buddy system, teamwork, let's do it together, folks. Happy New Year.